Elina Reddy and welcome to Russian Influence. Today we're interviewing the reigning Miss Multiverse, Valeria Sizova. Thank you so much for being a guest on our show, Russian Influence.
Thank you so much, Elina, for having me. It was definitely worth the trip. I made all the way to Melbourne today just to see you guys. The place looks beautiful.
We're super excited. Yeah, Capital Grand is one of the most luxurious and opulent buildings in Melbourne, and we're very happy to welcome you here.
Thank you.
Could you please tell us, where were you born and where did you spend most of your childhood?
I was born in far east of Russia, the city called Vladivostok. And since my father was working in police force in criminal affairs, back in the time, whenever you have a task, the government would just send you out to that area to work. So we were kind of thrown through different cities. We would go to Vladivostok, end up in Moscow, which is 9-hour flight. And it doesn't matter if your kid is going to school or your mother is working, whether the father goes or where he's supposed to serve. We kind of pushing the whole family moving around. My last 3 years before I left for Australia, we were actually staying on an island, Sakhalin, and that's a Russian island located in Pacific Ocean.
Tough winter there, 2 meters.
Yeah, the snow is crazy. Sometimes they would cancel the school because you just can't open the door because the snow was so high, and it's this area is also subject to earthquakes. So you can't build anything that's higher than 4 levels. Like, I can see a couple of 6-level buildings, but they were like skyscrapers kind of thing. So it was, the winter was definitely tough, and we will go for about 4 or 5 months. So definitely not missing this. But if you love snowboarding or skiing, that's definitely a place to go.
The place to go.
Yeah, I recommend you go there.
How did you come to Australia?
When I was probably 10 years of age, and I had an opportunity, thanks to my parents, to travel a little bit, going to Europe, going with parents to Poland, Italy, France, Turkey. We also went to Asia, Japan, China. I kind of had a bit of a feeling of how, outside of us Russia looks like. At 17, when I finished high school, my father told me, pick the place you want to go, we buy you one-way ticket, you go learn the language for about a good year, and then you see if you can attend university, be able to apply paperwork and go for it. So I picked Australia, and Australia, thanks God, been a top 5 places safest in the world. So my father said,
being a policeman, it was important.
100%. Yeah. He didn't think about anything. He just said, as long as it's safe. Australia is very multicultural. So I actually never felt like an immigrant, or I didn't feel like I don't belong to a place.
How did you manage to support yourself while studying?
When I started to learn English, I realized that I have to just start working and just have some savings, because I would feel absolutely horrible for my parents trying just to pull off crazy amount of money for a university degree, because when you're an international student, you're just paying triple the price of what other people would pay. So I started with waitressing. And there was probably the best job for me back in the time, because I couldn't speak the language. I needed to know how to approach the culture, how to speak to people, customer service. You learn things on the spot, and you're meeting so many people every day. So I started with waitressing, and then in the morning in the cafe at 6 a.m. I'll wake up the cafe, and then I will go to uni, study, do the lectures, tutorial, and then I'll go back and work in the restaurant, get some tips, do the shift, and then Wednesday to Saturday I found another job for myself to do a door girl at the nightclubs. And then I would do part-time dancing classes because I've been doing dancing, ballroom, hip-hop, urban styles. When I was a child, I finished music school, so it was kind of...
What was the instrument you played?
It was piano.
Which university did you go to, and what was your degree?
I finished a bachelor degree of social and political sciences, majoring in government and international relations, and that was at the University of Sydney.
How did you enter your first beauty pageant competition?
That was a very random entrance, I must admit. I didn't really consider myself going into any modeling or beauty pageants at all. My family, as you would imagine now, was quite conservative. I was working through work sponsorship to get my residency in Australia on 457 visa, and I had it for about 2.5 years and it fell through. And then it suddenly visa cancelled, and you just have so many months to yourself. I was like, what would I do with myself? What can I do? What I legally can actually do? Can I work? Can I make money? I was just using my savings, and I wasn't feeling great. So, and that was me at the age of 24, and it's quite late for beauty pageants to even enter this age. In Russia, you would already sign up papers for pension. Like, it's just too late. So I wasn't.
Expiry date.
Yes.
Quite early.
But then I saw the ad, I think it was on Stana or Facebook or somewhere on social media. I still remember the name of the pageant. It was Miss Northern Beaches in 2016. So they were looking for the final candidates. And I was like, you know what, I have time now. I might just, be a part of it and apply. So I put my paperwork through, and then I went through the finals. And then during the whole moment being on stage, I had no idea what I was doing. Now I'm looking at it back, and I was like, the bikini was wrong, my outfit was wrong, everything I was saying just didn't make any sense, and my walk was horrible. Now I'm teaching catwalk, and I'm looking and remembering myself how I did it, and I was like, woman, you just did it all wrong way, no. And somehow I managed to take third place, so I was second runner-up.
So you did do something right?
Something was going on, so there was something happening my way. So I placed third, and I won some cash, I won flowers, and I got a sash. So I was like, you know what? It makes sense. Maybe I can have some money out of it, or maybe I can pick up some modeling gigs and do that while I'm waiting for my visa to be resolved. So that's how it's all started. And then I got hand-hunted to do other pageants. So I entered Miss Supercars, Miss Face of Origin, Maxim Swimwear Model of the Year. I did Miss World, Miss Tourism. I literally entered in all these competitions in 2016 and 17. And I was placing pretty good. I was top 6, top 5, top 4, and I kind of learning from myself, seeing the photos, seeing the video footage, and I was looking at myself. I was like, okay, maybe I will do a better job on my catwalk next time in the competition.
You were giving yourself a constructive criticism.
Definitely. Well, I had time for it. I had 8 months, and I was like, what else can I do? I can improve my catwalk, I can improve my confidence, I can be better on stage, I can present better. And that's how it all started. And my highlight from that start was winning Miss Russia Australia 2017. And that really gave me a very good boost.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm very proud that I actually did it in Australia for my country, because I have 2 homes now, Russia and Australia. So having a combination of Miss Russia Australia, I couldn't ask for a better title to have. So from that moment, my modeling career went up, and it boosted my profile a lot. I was going through a lot of meetings, a lot of events, a lot of attending stuff.
What is the process of applying for a beauty pageant?
Well,
What's involved?
Yeah, it's quite of a basic standard procedure for any competition or pageants you're entering. All you have to do at the very start for you to get considered, you just have to upload the photo of your headshot, a full body, and then you put your measurements in, and then you write a short biography about yourself. What would you like to say? It would be great to have some storyline. Let's say, what would you like to promote about yourself? So you would put it all in writing, and then you wait for the call, the message to do a casting call. And then through the casting, they will pick the girls for the hits. They will run a few hits to send you over to the semi-finals, and then the finals, and then the grand finals. So
how is it being judged? What's the criteria, or do all of them have different criteria?
I would say most beauty pageants would have similar criteria when it comes to judging the competition. It is a very tricky competition to be a part of, because you going on stage to be judged, and no one wants to be judged in our life. So you're kind of having a big snapshot of what you don't want to be doing in terms of getting judged and getting not the right feedback, because you don't want to lose. And that's how it is. You either lose or win, and it's just the way it is. So not everyone can face it. So most competitions would be judged on personal preferences of how for them your beauty and presentation was good enough. So it's quite subjective in a way. So let's say if I'm entering a particular competition and I will have 10 judges, if 6 of those judges are preferring brunettes with the green eyes, I wouldn't have much of a chance to kind of, impress them more than this girl can impress. So, but because majority prefer her type, my beauty probably not that beautiful in their eyes as the beauty of this girl. So it's very judgmental, and it's very mentally frustrating sometimes.
How did you deal with a rejection? Ultimately, it's a rejection if you don't get selected further. How did you find it tough? Or were you just like, move on to the next one?
No, I wouldn't say I'll move on to the next one. And at the same time, I'm not a sore loser when it comes to it. I'm very critical to myself. I would definitely will take all the criticism or any feedback I would receive. I would like to use it to see if I can improve it from that point. So it was mostly me trying to get better with things, because I understand during those competitions, never ever in entire life of doing pageants, I went to the competition and thinking I was the better looking, the smartest, and just the best of the best. You can just do your best, but if it's good enough or no, it's up to the judges. And sometimes it also depends on the luck, the right place to be. Sometimes your shoes is not right and you're just feeling so wobbly and you're so not confident on stage. So it really depends on so many factors.
What are the other contestants like? Are they competitive? Are they supportive?
Well, I think
do you form a friendship group?
You know, it's the same as when you go to work or if you go to any social places, you would have 2-3 people that you get along so well and you're like best friends from day one. Then you have a group of people that you kind of indifferent, you say hello, how are you, and that's kind of the end of the conversation. And you have a group of people that you just can't stand. I was like, just not my people, I don't want to spend time. It's the very same setup of being in a beauty pageant. There are some girls that are very supportive. When it comes to me, if I know something and if I can help someone, I always support them. And I always, if they ask me a question, I will also answer this. I will never try to hide the answer. And I was like, you know what? I'm not giving you my answer because, you know, you can win. I will give my answers. I will give my all. And then we can all kind of, I'm more up for a healthy competition.
Valeria, congratulations on winning Miss Multiverse 2020. Please.
Thank you so much.
Show us your crown.
All right. Well, I only have it for 1 year. So I'm going to show it to everyone, since I've got my opportunity to do so. It's been the most good-looking crown I ever had in my life, so I can't lie. I will put this one back, and this is my beautiful crown that unfortunately I will have to give away to the next winner for 2021. But so far, this is how we're looking. I don't usually wear on everyday occasions, so I just put it on because I have a great opportunity to do it today. But
Russian influence.
Thank you. I'll keep it this way next to me.
A lot of people have heard more of Miss Universe. So how is Miss Universe different to Miss Multiverse? I think Miss Multiverse is much cooler because it's on a much grander scale. You look at the whole solar system.
100%. It's because it's multifaceted connotations towards this. Those two competitions are very different in the base of it. I would say Miss Universe been running since 1952. Those guys been doing amazing work of running this competition for over 60, 80 years, and we've seen so many beautiful girls coming out from that stage, being successful models, influencers, media people. So it's just been a contest that our girls are dreaming to be a part of. And their main motto that they're promoting is being confidently beautiful, which is great. And sometimes I look at all of them, and for me, I wouldn't know who would be the winner. It would be very hard to pick because everyone is so pretty. So the main concept of Miss Multiverse is not about being confidently beautiful, but it's all about achievements beyond beauty. So there are so many pretty girls, there's so many attractive ladies that you see around you on everyday occasion, but how would you be different from another girl? And this type of pageant really shows what's behind you, who you are as a person, how well you work with the team, how good you are with your leadership skills. If you're any good,
it really
with
adds another multiple dimensions.
Yes, definitely. You have to be multifaceted with things. You have to be good in fitness. You have to show your intellectual potential. You have to show if you can do, work out some strategies for marketing these days, because we have so much social media platforms. There are so many things that you can show. This type of competition really shows your character. And also on top of this, you are on cameras 24/7. So we all got sent to Dominican Republic, and 24/7 the cameras was on us, and we had to do our challenges.
How long were you there for? How long did you have to be on camera?
It was 3 weeks.
Wow, so that is a long time to really show your true colors.
Definitely, and that's what I love about it. You can hold and last for about a couple of days of being, being yourself and strong and mentally be prepared for anything and go for challenges. But we are doing challenges every day. In the morning, they tell us what is the next challenge for today. So you cannot prepare yourself physically, mentally. You can't just go Google and research some answers or anything. You're just going to be put on the spot. And how well you're going to present yourself, how well you're going to perform, will depend on that moment, on that day. So it was definitely a challenging competition for me personally and for all the girls.
Participating in Miss Multiverse, do you think changed you? What do you think you learned about yourself?
I think this type of competition really showed me that all my hard work was paid off. And because I was preparing for this competition 6 months in advance, I had an opportunity and time to kind of research, see what type of challenges we will be facing and how I'm going to go with it. So I would say what I learned about myself is that everything I did was for the reason, and everything, all the failures, I think, back in the time was an absolute disaster that I didn't do very well. It kind of paid off, but a few years later. So it definitely gave me a confidence and boost in myself that I've been doing everything right. During this competition, I traveled to Dominican, such a beautiful country. I got a chance to travel in the middle of COVID when, no one could really go anywhere. So I just felt very privileged and lucky to be a part of the competition, go through these challenges and find myself in this way.
That's fabulous. after the beauty pageants? What does the future hold for you?
Well, each pageant is different. You usually would have about a year and a half that you represent the pageant that you won, and that comes along with the fashion show, modeling contract, work that you do for them, and then you promote their platform and the charity event that they hold. A very similar setup with Miss Multiverse. But this year is extra special because when I went to Dominican Republic, I absolutely fell in love with the concept, and I got offered an amazing opportunity to do a very similar setup, but all Australia made.
Oh my God, so you fell in love with the concept, and Miss Multiverse organizers fell in love with you.
Yes, I think it was just mutual love to each other. So this year I will be running the new season of Multiverse Australia 2021, which is TV reality show, beauty pageant in one.
That is amazing.
Thank you so much. I actually can't believe it myself. We pretty much agreed on everything 4 or 5 weeks ago, so it's very fresh. It's very exciting. I can't wait. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's a lot involved. So we will be running the finals in Sydney held this September 2021, and before this we will be traveling through different states of Australia to find the most beautiful, accomplished ladies and models that will be representing Australia potentially in Dominican Republic in October, December 2021.
These news are huge.
I know. It's. I still cannot believe my luck and all this opportunity that went my way, and I found it so exciting that not only I actually won it, I actually enjoyed the whole pageant, the whole concept. I just fell in love with the whole structure, the whole organization. I think it would be a great way to introduce beauty pageants in Australia and show the world what's behind the achievements of all the beautiful ladies that we have in Australia. Welcome to Miss Multiverse Australia 2021. My name is Valeria Sizova and I'm international title holder of Miss Multiverse 2020. Me and my team are excited to announce that we will be running the next season of our Multiverse Australia TV reality show. For this reason, we are searching for the next model to represent Australia in the Dominican Republic. We will be traveling through different states of Australia to find the most beautiful, accomplished and multifaceted women to compete at the national finals held in Sydney this September 2021. The models will be tested on their intellectual potential, social and emotional capabilities, physical strength, endurance, stamina, modeling skills, sense of fashion, and catwalk confidence. The cameras will be on them and the pressure will be turned up. Australia, let's show the world how our achievements go beyond beauty. We are looking for an Australian lady that has it all. Casting calls are officially open. Check out our Instagram and website for casting dates in your state and apply now if you think you have what it takes to be the next Miss Multiverse Australia. We are looking forward to hearing from you. You can sign up now.
What advice do you have for aspiring contestants?
One of the biggest advice that I could give to anyone who would love to be a part of a pageant or already in the pageant itself is never ever compare yourself to anyone else. We are all on the different stages of our life. We are all going for the best version of ourselves.